Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Watkis. Today we're going to be doing an intervention looking at the vocabulary for the word then and now. We're going to be thinking about the differences and we're thinking about in terms of time, okay? So we're thinking about how then can be used to describe something in time and now can be used to describe something in time. So let's move on. Okay, so we're going to start off at thinking about the differences between the word then and now. So what do the words mean? Well, then, this is something that has already happened. It's in the past. Other words that can also mean then can be happened, long ago, before, yesterday, and old. They're all different words that can all mean then. It happened then. So the reason that we use the word then is it could be way back then they used to do this. And that's explaining how people used to do things before differently. Now let's have a think about the word now. So this is something which is happening right now. So right now, you're watching this video, something that's in the present. So there's a few other words you could use for the word now, and that's happening, present, today, or something that's new. Something new could be now. So let's have a bit of a game now. Let's think about, is it then the picture I show or now? Okay, so I'm going to put two pictures up. Here's our two pictures. Have a look really carefully. Use your detective skills. Do you think the picture, which one of the pictures is then and which one of the pictures is now? So which one would we use today, which is now, and which one would we use back then, which is before, long ago? Pause the video, have a discussion if you need, have some thinking time, use your thinking cap, and then play the video again and we'll see whether you're right. Okay, so the first thing we need to decide is, what are these two things? Well, the first thing on this side over here, this is a phone. And this one over here is also a phone. Now, I bet you've seen one like this before, but have you seen one like this before? This doesn't look the same as this one. I think that this might be an old phone and this is a new phone. So if this one is old and this one is new, which one is going to be then and which one's going to be now? Have you had a think? Let's see whether you're right. Then would be the old phone and now would be the new phone. Because back then they used to use old cord phones and now we use phones like this, like an iPhone. So let's have another go. You know how to play this game now. So I'm going to put two more pictures up and let's see whether we can guess whether it was back then or now. So there's the first picture. There's the second picture. Get your thinking cap on. Have a really good think. Which one might look like a new house and which one might look like an old house? And get your thinking cap and have a real good think. Pause the video if you need a bit of time. Let's see whether we were right. Now, for this one, you'd be right. And this one is an old house. So it's back then. People used to live in it back then. Let's play one last one, I think. Yeah, one last one. Okay. Looking at this one, we've got two pictures here. Now, what do you think about these two ladies on the screen? What do they look like? I'll give you a bit of a clue. This lady over here, she works for the NHS. What do you think her job might be? What do you think she might do? And what do you think this lady might do as well? Have a really good think. So if you're thinking that if this lady works in the NHS, she looks like she could be a nurse. This is a nurse. So if this lady's a nurse, that might mean that this lady is also a nurse. which one looks like they work today? They work today, and which one looks like they work a long time ago? So, if you have said that now is the lady that works for the NHS, you're absolutely right. You can see that this picture over here is in colour, which means it's got lots of different colours showing us what it looks like. This one over here hasn't. That's a bit of a clue on whether which one is old and which one is new. Now we can also see that this is what people would dress like today if you work in the NHS. And you can tell by this lady's clothes, she isn't dressed like she would do if she was a nurse. She would dress like if you were a nurse a long time ago. And that's what we're thinking about. This is our terms topic. You're thinking about what nurses might look like. So we're going to be thinking about two nurses in our topic. That's Florence Nightingale and Mary Seacole. Your turn to have a go now. Can you have a good look round your house? Use your detective skills and see, can you find something in your home which is old? And can you find something in your home which is new? I'm going to show you an example of something that I've got in my house which is old, which people used to use a long time ago. And I've got something in my house which might be new, which people might use today. So let me show you that now so you've got a really good idea of what you might be looking for. Okay, so I've got my two items now. I've got one which is used back then, which was before, and one which we use today, which is now. So let me show you. So I've got my two items here. I've got this, which is a record player to play music. This is old. This was used back then. Now I have a speaker and my phone, and this is also used to play music. This is what you would use now to play music, and long ago you would use this to play music. So that is a difference between two of my objects. What can you find in your home which are two different objects? One which is old and one which is new. Old and new, then and now.